Well, after a week of celebration and promotion in America, it is now time for the NRL's 4 clubs to focus on business ahead of the season opening doubleheader tomorrow. Let's go live to Cody Kay in Sin City. Good afternoon to you, Cody. Just remarkable pictures coming out of Vegas, but now it's really time, isn't it, for all the teams to get in their game faces on?
Yeah, it is, Jane. And look, to be honest, I think we've all seen the pictures from last night at the Fan Fest. And if you haven't, I mean, it was absolutely mind-blowing. It completely exceeded expectations. It reached fever pitch. And I know all the players, all the coaches, even the fans that were there, I think nobody expected it to be what it was. But you're right. Now it gets down to the business end of it. Today was the captain's zone. I'm just going to jump out of frame here. And you can see Allegiant Stadium behind me. It looks an absolute peach. They've just painted it up with all of the NRL logos and all the NRL lines. The Roosters have just finished doing their captain's run. They were the last ones to do it. The access here has been absolutely incredible, which is why we can bring you these pictures. But one thing about this field, it's 5 metres narrower and it is 6 metres shorter than a normal NRL field. So even though you can see those 10-metre lines there, they're actually 9.65. 9.65 metres apart. One of the really challenging things about this venture into rugby league for the coaches and the teams is adjusting to the field dimensions and the way they've changed. And we spoke to Anthony Seibold about how he thinks that's going to affect his guys in this game against South Sydney tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's great practice. It's really good practice for that, because you know it's even more so than that week, because you get to walk out your door and you get to see thousands of LED lights running around with all different things of different choices and different things to go and do, and but here we're here to perform, and we've talked to the guys before about that. They know why they're here, you know. But yeah, the temptation is there to do lots of other things and experience that. But in the end, you're there to win a game tomorrow night, and it's the same in that grand final week.
Plenty of discussion, Cody, about the size of the field. Do the coaches hold the same concerns about how it will play out as a spectacle?
Yeah, they definitely do. And again, like when you look at the sideline here, usually you've got a whole lot of grass for if a winger, say, is tackled out. Right next to the sideline, maybe only about a metre off it, there's a really hard matting. And for players that get tackled onto it, it's going to be akin to really getting tackled onto concrete. So that's definitely a concern. But really, it's just the cost of doing business in Las Vegas. And unfortunately, it's a risk that everybody is going to have to take. I do suspect that most of the game will be played right in the middle and it'll be a really physical battle. But we did speak to Anthony Seibold about what he thought that would be like.
Our last 3 or 4 sessions at Brookie, we got the field, you know, to the dimensions here of Allegiant Stadium, and then at the Heritage Park that we were at all week, we've had, you know, the smaller dimension, you know, the smaller size field, so the same dimensions as here. Our very first session we did on the field was almost like give the players a couple of problems, which is a smaller size field, and try and get them to get a feel for what might work and what mightn't work. So we've been trying to do that.
Incredible couple of days here, Janie, covering this, and it's such a privilege, I think, for everybody from the media to the players to everybody that's come here, even the fans, I think, to experience it. I think the really good news is that there are always concerns about how many people they might get here at Allegiant Stadium. Capacity here is 60,000. They're thinking now it's going to be close to 50,000 tickets that are sold. So a hell of an achievement for the first foray into the US.
Yeah, it certainly sounds that way. Thanks so much, Cody Kay, live in Las Vegas.